Hello everyone, my name is Pawan Kumar. My college name is BIT Shimti and I am from Dhanbad, Jharkhand. Today I am going to teach you how to design and analyze a tall structure building using ETAP software. Therefore, one question is given for the design in the ETAP software. There are 23 number of the story in the question and four different plan section are also given in the display, and dead load of a 2 kilonewton per meter square is the same for all types of the story, but live load is a different from different story, and also given a column section and a beam section, and three types of the material is also given: M40 grade concrete, HYSD 500 and MIL 250 rebar. And we have to also consider the building is constructed in a Bangalore area. Therefore, for designing, first of all, we have to open the ETAP software. First of all, then open the ETAP software. Go to the file menu and go to the new model. Change it to metric SI unit, and steel section database is Indian. Steel design concrete is a IS 800 and concrete design code IS 456 2000. Then press OK. Number of a grid line in a X direction is a 4. Number of a grid line in Y direction is also 4. The spacing of a grid line in a X direction is a 6 meter. Then change it to 6, and in Y direction it is also 6. Then change it to, and there are 23 number of the story. Therefore, change it to 23. And typical story height is a 3, and bottom story height is also 3. Go to the custom story data and go to the edit story data. In this step, we have to make some story as a master story, because some story have a similar property. In this question, story 1 to story 8 have a similar plan section. Therefore, we have to make the story number 8 as a master story. Therefore, make it. And then after we have to make the story number 14 is also master story. And then make a story number 19 is a master story. Then press OK. Then select grid only and then press OK. Therefore, there are two windows it's showing in a display. One is showing plan view and another is showing 3D view of the tall building. Therefore, first of all, we have to define the material property. For defining material property, go to the define menu and go to the material property. Go to the add new material option, region India, and material type is a concrete. Change it to M40 and then press OK. Press OK. Go to the add new material and go to the rebar option and add HYSD 500. Then press OK. Then press OK. Add beam material and mild grade 250. Press OK. Press OK. Then press OK. Then after we have to define the section property. For defining section property, go to the define menu and go to the section property option and go to the frame section. Add new property. Section is a rectangular. First of all, we have to add column section. Then column 500 by 500. Section is given in a question. Material is M40. Change it to 500 by 500. Then go to the modify show rebar option. HYSD 500 is used as a longitudinal bar and the mild 250 is used as a confinement bars. And press OK. Then press OK. Go to the add copy of material. In this time we have to go to the add copy of material because all another column section has a similar property to the column section 500 by 500. Then go to the add copy of material. Then add column 500 by 500. Change it to 550. Change it to also 550. Then press OK. Go to the add copy of material. Column 600 by 600. 600 by 600. Then press OK. Go to the add new material and choose the auto select list. Property name, save it as a concrete auto select. Change it to concrete. We have to add all three column section in an auto select list because ETABS software uses the auto select list option to use best efficient column section among all three. Then press OK. Go to the add new property and add beam section. Beam 500 by 300. Go to the M40 500 by 300. Then go to the modify show rebar option. Change it to HYSD 500 and then change it to mild 250. Go to the M3DN only. Top bar cover 25 and bottom bar cover 25. Then press OK. Then press OK. Go to the add copy of material. In similar manner, add beam 550 by 350. Change it to 550 and then change it to 350. Then press OK. Add copy of material. Beam 600 by 400. Change it to 600 and 400. Then press OK. Go to the add new property and all beam section in a auto select list. Beam auto select. Select all beam section and then add in auto select option. For using the efficient and best beam section, we have to use auto select list option. Then press OK. We have to also define the slab section. Then go to the define menu and go to the section property and go to the slab section. Add a new property, slab 150 and a M40. Slab 150 then press OK. Okay, till now we have defined all the section and all the material used in this design. Then after we have to draw the column, beam and a slab for different types of the story. Therefore go to the story number 1 by upward tools. Story 1 to story 8 has a similar property. Then change it to similar property as shown in a display. And then go to the draw option. First of all we have to draw the column, then to go to draw beam column and quick draw column. Change it to column auto select option. Then draw the column. Then after we have to draw the beam, go to the draw option, draw beam column object, quick draw, select beam auto select option for best efficient section. Then draw the beams. Then after we have to draw the slab, then go to draw option, go to the draw floor wall object and then quick draw floor wall. Select slab 150, then draw the slab. Therefore beam, column and a slab is drawn from story number 1 to story 8. Then go to the story 9 by upward tools. We have to also draw beam, column and slab for this plan. Change it to similar story and go to the draw menu and select quick draw column auto select option, then draw the column. Then draw the column for another section. Therefore column is drawn. Then draw the beam, go to the quick draw beam column in similar manner and select beam auto select, then draw beam. Okay, then draw beams for another section. Select beam auto select option, then draw the beams. Okay, then we have to draw slab. Go to the draw menu, go to the draw floor wall object and go to the quick draw column in similar manner and draw the slab. Then go to the story 50 and draw the beam, column and a slab. First of all we have to draw the beam, then go to draw menu and draw beam, column and quick draw column option, then draw the column. To select, draw the column. Go to the draw menu and go to the quick draw beams and draw the beams. Draw the beams, go to the draw option and then draw the slab. Go to the quick draw floor wall and draw the slab. then draw the slab. Therefore beam, column and a slab is drawn. Then go to the story 19. Then go to the draw menu and go to quick draw column and draw column in a similar manner. Then draw beams. Then draw slab. Therefore, till now we have drawn all the columns, all the beams and all the slabs for all stories. Then after we have to apply the dead load. Then go to the story number 1. Then apply the dead load. Because dead load is the same for all types of the story, then select all story option, then select the all cell of the plan, select all cell, then go to the assign menu and go to the cell load option, then go to the uniform, change it to load pattern type dead load, and 2 kilonewton per meter square is applied. Then apply, then press OK. Therefore 2 kilonewton per meter square load is applied on each cell of the plan as shown in a story. We can see that dead load is also applied in story number 23. Okay. After application of the dead load, we have to apply the live load. Then go to the story 1. Select similar story because live load is different for different story. Then select cell. Go to the assign menu and go to the cell load option and go to the uniform load. Load pattern type is a live load. Then first 5 kilonewton per meter square is applied. Then apply, then press OK. Therefore, live load of a 5 kilonewton per meter square is applied on a story 1 to story 8. Then go to the story number 9 and apply the live load. Select cell in similar manner. Go to the assign menu and go to the cell load option. Go to the uniform and change it to 4.5 kilonewton per meter square as given in the question. Then apply, then press OK. Hence 4.5 kilonewton per meter square live load is applied on a story. Then go to the story number 15 and apply the live load. Select all cell, go to the assign menu. In similar manner, go to the cell load, then uniform, and load 4.0 kilonewton per meter square, apply, then press OK. Therefore live load is applied. Go to the select cell, go to shine, go to the cell load and uniform, change it to 3.5, then apply, then OK. Therefore live load is applied. Therefore till now we have applied the dead load and a live load on each story. After application of the dead load and a live load, we have to also apply the cladding load on an exterior wall of all types of the story. Therefore go to the first story, in this step we have to apply the cladding load of a 0.2 kilonewton per meter on all exterior wall of a story. Then select the similar story option, select the exterior wall, go to the assign menu and go to the frame load option, go to the distributed option, load pattern type is a dead and 0.2 kilonewton per meter, then apply, then press OK. Therefore load of a 0.2 kilonewton per meter is applied on all exterior wall of the story 1 to story number 8. You can see in the display. Select the all exterior wall, all exterior wall is selected, then apply the cladding load. Go to the assign menu and go to the frame load option, then go to the distributed load in similar manner. Let's apply, then press OK. Therefore 0.2 km per meter is applied on all story. Select all exterior wall of story 15. Select it. All exterior wall is selected. Then go to the Shine menu, go to the frame load option, then distributed, then apply, then press OK. Therefore load is applied. Then go to the above story, apply the cladding. Apply cladding load. Select all exterior wall. Go to a Shine menu, then distributed, then apply, then OK. Therefore, we have applied cladding load of a 0.2 kN per meter on all story from 1 to 23. After that, go to the 23 number story and remove the cladding load, because on a topmost story there is no any cladding load. Therefore, remove all cladding load from story number 23. From removing, go to the display option and select undeformed shape, and go to the one story option. Select all exterior wall, then go to the Shine menu and go to the frame load option, then distributed load, then delete existing load, then apply, then press OK. Therefore, cladding load is removed from story number 23, as you can see in the display. Then after, we have to make the story number, we have to make the ground floor as a rigid floor, and we have to make the ground floor as a restraint against rotation and a displacement. For making the ground floor as a rigid, go to the ground floor and then go to the display menu and select undeformed shape, then select all the structure. Okay, then go to the Shine menu, then go to the joint option, then restraint, then select it, then apply, then press OK. go to draw option and go to auto draw cladding, then press OK. It is taking some time, then wait. Therefore, we can see in the display the structure of a tall building of a 23 number of a story. 3D view of the 23 number of the story is shown. Therefore, till now we have applied the wind load, we have applied dead load, live load and a cladding load on all story number 1 to story number 23. Then after we have to apply the wind load. For application of the wind load, we have to consider many things, because wind direction and the wind direction is a different from different direction. So first of all we have to define the wind load. For defining the wind load, go to the define menu and then go to the load pattern option, then change it to wind, go to the wind option and then select IS 875, then add to load, then go to the modified lateral load option and we have to fill the wind velocity. For wind velocity, a table is shown in IS code. So first of all we have to open the IS code, then open the IS 875, open it, it is taking some time, wait some time. Open IS code, therefore wind velocity for building constructed in a Bangalore is a 33 meter per second. Then go to the define menu, then go to the load pattern and go to the wind load and modify lateral load option. add it to 33 meter per second. Then terrain capacity is a 3 as shown in a IS code. Change it to 3. Importance factor is a 1 and risk coefficient is a 1 and topography factor is also 1 as shown in a IS code. You can see in the IS code all general building 1, 33 meter per second risk coefficient. Then after go to the table number 20, table number 4. Then press OK. Then press OK. Therefore, we define the wind load. Click on elevation option and choose the A. Select the all story option, then select all cell in the diagram. Therefore, for wind coefficient, go to the IS code and table number 5. In this case, building height ratio is a 623 times into 3 equal to 69 by 18 equal to 3.83, which comes under these types of the category. Then wind coefficient in a for surface A is a plus 0.8 and for B minus 0.25 and then C minus 0.8 and then D for D it is a minus 0.8. Then go to the ETAP software. Go to the assign menu, go to the cell load option, then go to the wind pressure coefficient, add it to plus 0.8, then press apply, then press OK. Therefore, go to the plan view. Go to the story number 1. Therefore, we can see that a wind load is also applied in this direction. Therefore, for another direction, go to the elevation option and select B. Then press OK. Select all cell. Go to the assign menu in similar manner. Go to the cell load option and go to the wind pressure coefficient. Then plus 0.8, apply, then press OK. Then go to the elevation option, select D and then press OK. select all cell, go to the assign menu, go to the cell load option, go to the wind pressure coefficient. In this time wind pressure coefficient in leeward direction and it is a minus 0.25. Change it to leeward side, then apply, then OK. Go to the elevation option and go to the C and then OK. Select all cell, go to the assign menu, go to the cell load and add, apply, then OK. Then go to the elevation option, select A, then press OK. Select all cell, select all cell. Wind pressure coefficient is the same from one side, from 1, 2, 3 and 4. Therefore move upward and select the cell, remove it, select cell, then move upward, then move upward, select, then go to the assign menu. In this case wind pressure coefficient is a minus 0.8, change it to minus 0.8, leeward side, then apply, then OK. Go to the plan view option, go to the story number 1, therefore we can see in the display that a wind load is applied in a different direction. Direction of the wind load is also shown in a display in all story. We can move in any story and see the direction and the wind load in any story. Okay, therefore we have also applied wind load in all story. We can see the direction of the wind load also. Therefore go to the story number 1 first, go to the extruded view option, use extruded view, you can see extruded view. Till now we have applied all types of the load acting on a story. Then after we have to analyze the design. For analyzing, go to the analyze option. And go to the run analysis. First of all we have to save the file, tab tall. Okay, we have saved. Therefore, ETAP software is analyzing the building. It is taking some time. Then wait. Therefore, after analyzing, we can see the displacement value of any point or any story by using right click on the display. As shown in a display, you can see the displacement value by clicking any point. Translation, rotational, then press, cut it. We have to also analyze the section. Go to the design menu, and go to the concrete frame design, and we have to check the design. Then go to the start design check option. It is checking the design. Then wait. It is showing that analysis and design section differ for 705 concrete frame. Therefore, it is showing some problem is occurring. It is because ETAP software initially used the smallest section for the design, but there is no problem because ETAP software automatically use the best efficient section. Then press no. To the design menu, go to the concrete frame design, start design check. Okay, click to cancel. We have to run the analysis again. Then wait some time. It is analyzing the details. After analyzing, we can check any displacement value. Check the displacement value of the any point by clicking the right click on the point. Okay, then go to the design menu and go to the, we have to check the concrete frame design and go to the steel design check option. It is showing that analysis and design section are different. It is showing that some problem is occurring. It is because initially ETABS software uses the smallest section for the design, but there is no problem. ETABS software automatically choose the best efficient section in the next step. Then go to the yes option. After that, we can see or check the longitudinal reinforcement detail in any story. Therefore, our design is a complete. Therefore, in this video, we have learned about the how to design and analyze a tall structure building using ETABS software. And thank you. Then cut it.